Hello, welcome back to Otter Pop Culture. Today we're going over the LA-based trio called Cannons and their third album called Fever Dream. So I got into these people pretty much in 2018. I didn't really get into their 2017 Night Drive first album, but I definitely got into Shadows, which just came out in 2019. That's why I got into Fire for You, and also before that, I randomly found Holding On that was on their EP, in a Heartbeat, and I really really like those two songs. I love this kind of like chill sound. It sounds like a weird kind of like synthy 80s meets just dream bedroom pop in a weird way, and I really really like it. And I love Michelle Joy's voice. I think her voice is so great. I feel like the guitar that comes in with Ryan Clapham is so good, and also the drums and the keys and the production with Paul Davis does a great job too. So all of that together, I pretty much have been obsessed with this new album that's coming out, which is this one, and I'm so happy to say that I really really like it. They completely landed it in this album. It's a really beautiful album. I love the lyrics that is talked in it, or I love the lyrics. I love the idea of them kind of. It feels like they are one of the bands that have a great. Their lyrics are just not only talking about something, but it gives you the visual of what they're talking about. And I think that's so, so cool. So let me go over some of the songs I really like and kind of talk about the idea of maybe what this fever dream could mean. So we start off with Come Alive. And this song pretty much talks about the idea of a lover coming to make her feel alive. This lover makes her feel so alive, and she loves it. She loves this guy, or love this person's really into this person. And yeah, I love it. I think the production is exactly what I was thinking it was going to happen, and it just hits. I love it. Um, the one line I like is, now that you're by my side, I get this feeling like I'm hypnotized. The way that she sings it, it flows so nice. It's a great start to this album. Going into the next one, which is their last single to this album, Hurricane. This one is really nice. I love the production. I think this song's about wanting to take this lover away to somewhere far away. They can get away together. And yeah, it's pretty much just saying, she's like, I'm coming back like a hurricane. I'm gonna take you higher. It's a really good song. It's just pretty much enough said. It's just a really good song. Strangers, I had an issue with kind of blending exact. I wasn't mad about the production entirely, but I was kind of confused on the idea of what the song's about. So I feel like that kind of tripped me up. But I do like the 80s sound. It feels like this one leads further into the 80s sound. This one, I feel like what I want to say it's talking about is talking about the idea of um, her lover being there for her, excuse me, in the midst of her having anxiety, being nervous in this, because she says, like, um, she starts off by saying, take my hand, let me know that you're okay with moving slow. And then she starts repeatedly says, like, I'm in a sea of strangers, shake me up and down. And I feel like in that situation, it seems like she doesn't really. It makes me feel exactly like those people, like when somebody is scared, is like nervous in a crowd kind of thing. So like having somebody hold your hand, having somebody said like moving around slowly through that crowd as you like trying to work yourself or kind of push through the anxiety. It seems like what this song is about. Just hold my hand and make sure everything is okay. And she does say, and if I ever fall behind, will you be the one that keeps me in line? Don't really know about the keep me in line, because I feel like keep me in line has more of a negative nod to it. But I think the idea is what she's saying is that with him by her side, she could be okay with being in a sea of strangers. Going in next one, which is I really like, was Tunnel of You. Just completely has a full on atmosphere. This one talks about just thinking about her lover and wondering if, just kind of just thinking about him and thinking about the idea, just like reminiscing on the idea that maybe she does miss him a lot, But when she goes into the second verse, she says, "Over you, you cried, you hurt me when, or you hurt me most when I'm close to you." But it seems like she's in this whole space of just being in his mind, this lover being in her mind constantly, and she's like, "I'm just thinking of you. I'm in this full-on tunnel, just all about you, and I miss you, but I also know that you're bad for me." And then this part that I really like, where she says, "Thousand storms that rage in my heart, and a million more to break our love apart." So maybe there's this piece of it that has her having the like, there's a possibility that she has her own maybe she brought her own, like, maybe there's some part of her that also brought some trauma or turmoil in their relationship. The sax in it is pretty amazing. I love it. Going into the first verse, or going to the next song, which is pretty much the first single to this album, is "Bad Dream," and I really, really like it. I completely love it. It gets immediately, it hits, it's so good. It's completely another atmospheric type of sound that just, she says, "I am in a bad dream" multiple times. It still feels like it's, it still feels like it's still, it just feels like the groove just keeps on going no matter how many times she repeatedly says that. Not that that's bad. I actually really like it. This song just talks about the idea of her going to a concert, being within, like, that her ex is at, with the hopes that they might have some connection again, but then finding out that her ex-lover has moved on to somebody new. And so this is the bad dream that she's living in. And so she's like, ugh, now I'm in this bad dream. I just want to get out of this space. And maybe now they're in a space where maybe they're talking. And so or with the, like, new person there, and she's like, oh my God. But it's really, really beautiful song. I seen the music video that has to do with her being captive, and then he's like this weird guy's like gonna cut her open, but she ends up having powers to, like, stop him. I thought it was really fun. Going into the next one, "Ruthless," I feel like I don't really know how I heard this song, but I feel like I've heard this song before. And I don't know if it's just like one of the singles, but I don't remember. Oh no, it is one of the singles. Oh my God. It's the second single to this album. I really, really like it. And this one talks about the idea of her being upset because this lover is going around pretty much saying that he's done with her. She's old news, and he has a new girl, and everything's great with her. And what the thing is, he hasn't really told her that he's moved on. He hasn't told her he's found a new girl and all these things. And so she's hearing this, like, word, as she says, "Word in the streets, you're telling everybody I'm old news. Just pick up the phone and tell me that that it's not true." And I feel like in that situation, it seems like she does not know what's happening, and that's kind of fucked. Pretty much she's like, "You're making me look foolish, stupid. Man, you're so ruthless. Fuck you." So it has that kind of, she's pretty much pissed. She's very pissed over the fact that he's just moving on without really talking to her and kind of initiating at least some breakup, you know? "Only You" is really nice. I think that's going to grow on me. I didn't really start it, but I really, really, really feel like it's going to grow on me. It's a very slow production, and it feels very like you're slow dancing with somebody, which picks up with that, which just adds more to the idea of me saying that, like, they give you the visuals of what they're telling or describing in their lyrics, and I think it's so cool. There's a part where she says, "So draw me in draw me in a little closer, or draw me in a close." Oh God, I think I wrote that wrong. "Draw me in a little closer, and as for my hand, placed it on on your shoulders, so we can begin." And this whole idea is pretty much she really, really likes this guy and really thinks that this guy, no other person will ever do. This is the one that she's looking for. Going into the next song, "Goodbye," I really like this one. Kind of flips over the narrative to a different direction, where it is her wanting her ex-lover to come back and kind of work out their issues together. She doesn't want it to end. And so it's her kind of mixing between looking at the day that he said goodbye, begging him to come back so they can work it out, and then mix between describing her feelings of what she feels since that day. And I think it's really, really, I can visualize exactly what everything going on, especially the sun is low, the tide is high under the red moon sky. That's when you said goodbye. I just really love that. It almost sounds like a complete anime type of visual. I really like it. Very sci-fi too. Going to the last three, Purple Sun, I really like. It's this low-key kind of like reggae production, which is really nice, and I feel like it gives you that, but doesn't distract you from it too much. Like, it's not pulling you fully reggae, but it's giving you their natural sound mixed with a little reggae. Afterglow is the next one. This one talks about the idea of her being fully committed to this person. Fully committed, fully loyal, no matter where he's going. She's like, I will follow you, I will go with you. This is where I want to be. And it carries that message out into Lightning, where she's just pretty much saying, like, this person's the only one that she'll ever need. And she's like, you lead the way, I'll follow the beat of your heart, because you're the only thing that I've ever gotten right. Nothing comes close. You're the only one I need in this life. Beautiful ending. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ending. And I think the album altogether is just talking about the idea of just finding love and going through a love where it fell apart, and then finding another one that really that makes her feel like she really, really feels like very loved. I feel like the last one did not make her feel that way, and so we kind of go back and forth sometimes into that world. But in this one, the majority of it is pretty much finding, with that downfall happening, the other side, another door opens, and this door is even better than the one that she had before. And to the point where she's like, this is it. I can completely be done with looking for anything else. This is how good this is. I give this you know what? I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I think it's a really good, no, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. The two couples, no, that's not fair. 10 out of 10. Because all the songs are really good, except for Strangers, but only because I was trying to break down exactly what the lyrics mean. But that's pretty much it. Leave a comment below, tell me what you thought. If you like this album, let me know. If you didn't, also let me know. If you like this video, let me know. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.